Hello, everybody. The astrology report. That's for the week of 17th and 24th of the vibes of what's going on, what the things, what the situation says. I know I promised you a video that I'm going to make, but this weekend I was spending time with another colleague of mine during Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. She gave me a very good books, by the way. We're talking about the spiritual and esoteric astrology. And I took a special books about Pluto and Uranus. She's got a very, very good library. Her name is Adriana Vote. She's a very good astrologer. And we spent great time talking about it. I mean, just more new things are coming up that goes on. It is amazing how this works because of communications. And when I'm talking about communications and things that needs to happen, okay, and the current energy, we have Mercury with Uranus. Uranus represents this third energy, this power of the universe. And Mercury is talk, communications, enhance something you do with your hands, where you're passing things with your hands, or you do something with your hands. So that combinations here, it's pretty good. It's coming up, and it has been very good in the past few days. Um, Also, as you see it here, these communications, they're tied up into Venus. This sextile with Venus and Pisces is about you to embrace your feminine love energy, you to become the Venus and understand the Venus that gives that love to everybody. And that is the things that Venus has to perform, since now is in Pisces, but it's still confusion. Who is this everybody? It is that is everybody, or this is everybody that I like. And that confusion here, it still is going to go on until Venus, and it's going to go out of this Piscean thing, these confusions that a lot of people doing things. But if you might be experiencing today, or that was a very early today, depends on where you live in the earth. It is the moon. The moon opposed that communications. And when that communications is opposed, some of you maybe have this confusions inside that is like, well, I'm going to create an action, and then all of a sudden, I'm not worried about outcomes. I will think about later. That comes from this energy of the moon and Scorpio is like, let's get away with this. Let's get done with this. Let's get down with that. And it's like, let's ending this. Let's get on to what it likes us is that I will make the video. It's called the root cause of you going underneath the veil, what it's seen and what it's not. And that video is going to come out. Probably we'll sit down and do this. Hi, Ray, hi, Unseen. I'm not watching the chats, but if you're watching it, I will look at it here in a little bit. But here on the front of the camera, I'm talking to you guys, so you guys can help you to go through this process of what's going on. The moon has got this trine with Mars. It's kind of like a calm down energy. You to calm down, this hurry up, these things. But since Mars is in Pisces, you might experience in this confusion is like, you know what, I'm just going to do this and we'll see what's happening. But that is Mars, that he's trying the waters. He's trying to see if the old ways still work. He's trying to see if this Martian part of going around the corners going around the things will work. It won't work. It's not going to work. And the reason it's not going to work is you ain't going to run away from this. You can't run away from Uranus and Mercury. That is a God's talking to your soul. You ain't going away out of it. You're trying to do something. You're trying to getting out away from something. But that is the one thing you will never ever get away with it. It's when I got talking to you, when the universe speaking to you. It is what it is. You guys know what I'm talking about now. You guys seen this, talk about this before. So let's look at more of the situations that goes on here. This is going to be the energy for Monday. This is here. It's going to be this intense energy of the things. Is I have to start it up on this. What I try to see of the day before, it didn't happen. What I need to do, what it did I did, what this deep part of me, I have to look, I have to dig in, I have to go in this. That's coming because of the moon. It's going to be having this squares towards Saturn and Mars, and also there's going to be a opposition towards Mercury with Uranus and North Node. This is like I did this, and now the result is I'm standing against of myself. How should have been that done to do this? Okay, that's energy is going to be like I have to look more deep. I only see what is in the front of me. And that's what the power of the Scorpio is to dive, to go deep into the underworld, to get down to the roots, that root cause of the problem, okay? Not just thinking about the problem in the top of the surface, but look at it deep, okay? And some of you maybe go down to the deep. And when I'm saying this, down to the deep, that is because of the moon. It's going to be at 24 degrees, and that is going to be matching the south node. What you did in the past. That could be the past that you did in the past day, weeks, months, years, lifetimes, a couple of times your reincarnations, and so on. And you standing against what you need to do today. You standing against yourself. And that energy might feel like I did that. But there is going to be the other energy that is going to be a present here. That is going to be the new energy that it's entering. That is going to be the trine with Jupiter and Neptune, and sextile here with the North Node, and the sextile with Pluto, and that sextile from Pluto into the moon. What does that mean to you, though? What it's not mean to you is that you're looking at your growth that right now you have to do. That growth with Neptune, Jupiter Neptune, is to put that growth. You know what? I learned my lesson. I don't have to. I have to stop going against myself, and that energy is going to come down to the moon. And it's going to be, you know what? Relax. It's not the end of the world. Nothing happens. You die, but you're going to reincarnate. So it's nothing you to have to worry about. But also there's this energy of transformation. Pluto, sextile Jupiter and Neptune, those are the big planets. Okay, we're talking about this heavy power that's come. This transformation, I need to change. I need to transform. I've done this before because the moon, it's with the past south node. I did this before. I did this mistakes before, and I keep repeating them. Oh, that's something I haven't learned, something I haven't changed, something I haven't transformed. And the moon, it's gonna be says like, Go look by the transformation. Go look by the change. So you don't have to have this intense energy of relearning the lesson, because you definitely don't learn the lesson if you did the mistakes. And then you are like, I don't need to be reacting this much of an anger. It's something better for me. I want to be happy. So Monday is going to be this energy. You will seek, and on Tuesday you're going to feel like you need to talk to someone, expressing this. Moon, as I said before, and Sagittarius. That is the time when you go in and you express how you feel. But as you see it here, there is no positive really aspects. This is a square and opposition with Lilith. So basically, you will understand your own faults, your own things that you did, and don't say a word to nobody and nothing. Why? Because you have to transform, not somebody else have to transform for you. A lot of you is going to learn that lessons on Tuesday. You are going to feel that energy, but be mindful that energy is intense. That is a fire energy of Sag, and be careful with your expressions, the way you talk, communicate, post quotes, post notes, send text messages, or what we call nasty grams. Um, and this energy, as you see it here, it's squaring Mars, but also it's squaring Venus. All right. And if you are in the relationship, be very careful what kind of messages you send. The messages should be internal in you, not an external to somebody. That's my advice to you. As Wednesday, the moon, it's kind of like a moving out of the Sag. Um, there's going to be a square towards Venus and Jupiter, Neptune. That is the growth. You kind of like feel confused, uh, but you are going to have a glimpses, a divine glimpses that says like, what are you doing? Why you don't accept the truth in you? You know the truth in you. Why you don't express the truth? Because the truth is gonna be, why you don't confess to yourself? And that is the purpose of the confession, is that the confession, when you says the secret things that you kind of like hide, does it the weights on you? That weights are falling off, and then the truth comes out, and you feel light. You can fly again. That's the renewal part of your life. You live the truth in real life. So this energy is going to be present. I hope you on Wednesday you kind of like use time. You can meditate. You can go out for walks. Um, it's a good time because the North Node, it is in Taurus. Okay, that is the Earth sign. It's a healing time. Good day for grounding, to ground yourself, not to have this intense fire energies that you want to burn everything. Be careful with this burning energy, because burning energy, you can burn others, but you can burn yourself as well. So on Thursday, the thing's going to begin to look much better. Now, since this opposition here was with Lilith, now you will understand that the things that you thought they were for good, they were for you created something bad, or the bad things that happened to you is for good. Um, this energy here, as the moon is going to a Capricorn, that is this healing process in you. All right. Most of the doctors are under Capricorn or Virgo or Taurus. Okay. So as you see it, the moon is giving you this focus of energy to heal these things. All right. But we have this sextile with Mars. That is the day that you will understand I did something wrong. I was aggravated when the moon was in Scorpio. I did a mistakes. I need to fix my stuff. I have to do this myself because this is a cardinal change we're talking about. The moon is in Capricorn, material changes, actual actions in the material world. And it's got nothing to do with, I've been thinking maybe I could have, I should have. This is going to be a push for you to do something into the real world. All right. So we have this trine towards the sun, and we have a trine towards Uranus. Now you will feel this internal peace in you. Yes, go and do your thing. Go do the right things. Go create the right actions. Go make these cardinal changes. Go do this powerful things that you need to do. Um, as you see it, though, we are having a Lilith here squaring Mars. A little bit the dark side is going to come out in you. It's kind of like this resistance. You kind of like resisted to it. And if you resist it, the more you resist, the more it's going to be hurting you. You're going to self hurting yourself in that way. So we're going to go forward as the moon is approaching Pluto. As you see it here, the energy is kind of like much more better. Let me zoom in for you. We have this beautiful trines with what's going on in Taurus, and we have this sextiles here with Venus, with Jupiter, with Neptune. This, if you did the right things, this is going to be your reward. You're going to complete something. You're going to complete the test. You're going to pass the test. You're going to prove to yourself that, yes, I'm worth it. I deserve a better life. I've changed. I can get my results. I can get the ticket for my train. You know, if you watch the video about a train, that it's going to be when Mars, Jupiter, they're going to be comes in and here and entering areas, the new cycle. So if you feel like something is ending, that is because Jupiter, it is already showing you the glimpses of the new way. Usually the planets, if you want planet, it is in the middle of the sign. She kind of like empower the sign, but when it's in the end, she gives you glimpses of the sign next door. It's kind of like a visions too. And we're having here Mercury with the North Node. It is about you. What are you telling yourself? You know, everything starts with you. If you want to change the world, change yourself. If you want the world talking to you better, then you better talk to the world better. You have whatever problems, relationships, partnerships, kids, money, finances, whatever it is, it goes through communications. So you'll learn that situation. Of course, you know, the sun moved to Taurus. It's already like a second day within Taurus. But that square here with Pluto and the sun, it's kind of like this ego type in you that's going to resist transformations. And if you resist that transformations, it's all depend of what you're gonna put the energy into. All right. So let's put it that way. If you have a negative thought that's like, I'm getting a new job, but in my last jobs, this, and this happens. So now you get the new job and you're like, well, the last job happened like this, it was bad. The last job, this happened, is bad. And you do this over and over and over. You infuse a situation where the bad things coming. But if you caught yourself and he's like, you know what, I'll change my perspective about to see the things. I will transform. This is a job that I will do my best. I will give my best. I'm going to put my love into it. I'm going to engage into it. And then you see how you transform first yourself, and then you succeed into the material world, because the sun is in Taurus and Pluto, which is the transformation, is in Capricorn. So this process of changes is going to comes into you on Friday. On Saturday, if you did a transformations, you're like, I have to find the new ways. This old ways doesn't work. Maybe you did that. Well, my job is not good. My job is not good. And now you don't have the job. Then guess what? You coming to the point, you have to begin something new. This is kind of like giving a second chance for your own self to transform. But you have to find new ways, because the old ways doesn't work. Yeah, we're going to begin a new cycle with Jupiter, and the old ways ain't going to work. Like it or not, it ain't going to work. It is what that is. So you might have intense energies here towards the sun as a square. There is another square here towards Mercury, the node. You stand against yourself again. Why? Why you stand on your own success? What it stands against you? Your ego, your pride, maybe something else. What are you doing there with your own self? So you will have this time on Saturday to really kind of like seeking the new ways. On Sunday, the moon is going to be kind of like joining Saturn. We have that square with the North Node and Mercury. So you're like, it doesn't work. It's not going to work. But what I need to do? The best teacher is Saturn. Through limitations, through restrictions. I mean, the rings on Saturn, that's what that is. Okay? So you go out and pass that limitations of your limited thinking, you can have that breakthrough. And the breakthrough is that Uranus. All right? That's what it is. You to see the new way, you to transform. This is going to be a Pluto right here. Transform, change, evolve, move up. So that's pretty much the astrology report. So now, guys, if you have some questions, let me know. Happy Easter, Jennifer. Happy Easter, bye, everybody. Here in Bulgaria, we are in the Orthodox, so our Easter is next week. But happy Easter to everybody, and all my friends out in who celebrated specifically in the United States. I have a lot of friends in the United States and South America. Hola, mi amigos de la Argentina. If you guys watching it from Argentina. And yeah, I'm just going to give you a few minutes to give me some questions. If not, That should be it. Hi, Jens. Thank you. Happy Easter to you too. Um, Hi, Johnny. Dublin. I love Dublin. This is the best airport I ever traveled through it. I just love it there. All right, guys. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another live in a little bit. I'm gonna do one very special video about going behind the veil of YouTube, kind of like a seek underneath the things that are not seen. What happens? So that can help you probably with the things that have to do with the coming up week. That is about you to look at it inside of yourself, that root cause analysis. Okay, in the machines, that is a root cause failure analysis. But we are not talking about here about failure, okay? Because this is about soul. We're talking about spirits. There is no failure or success. This is about evolution and learn. But if you don't know the root of the problem, then the root, it's gonna comes up and regrow again. So I will see you in a little bit. Comes in. Sam is asking, why do we make the ego so wrong? The ego is not wrong. You have two types of ego. You always have three things in you. All right. You have the bad, the good, and the right. Failure to see the one, you ain't gonna get the third. For example, healthy ego is don't go back to someone who hurt you. All right. But if you have dependency, you will go back to the pain. And that is the bad part of the ego. Ego's got one purpose, by the way, that is to preserve your body, preserve you in healthy state. That is the time when you have to think about yourself, because if you focus 100% on others, guess what? You are abandoning yourself. Okay, so now you have to look at it, the one side, the other side, and the right things is in the middle. You have to look at it to the truth that stays there. It's best to hold back or ahead with the tracking problem or challenges. It is about very good question, River Rush. I think that the best thing right now is the moment is within these confusions. Okay, this confusion period. I would suggest you, if you haven't watched the video about the confusion, I think so. I posted like last week or so. This confusions, it is about you to go look deep in you. Okay, go look deep, but it's also attached to the truth. Okay, if you don't see the truth, you will react on the half of the truth, or you can act on the half of the feelings, or you can, if something was hidden from you or like secret, oh, guess what? You're going to do a damage into the things. So here is that duality within your questions. Take a look at both sides of the issues that you have. Okay, put yourself in the other person's shoes, or put yourself on the other side of it. If you look at everything with the light and so on, you kind of like escaping the learning from the dark. If you're in the dark side, okay, then you're missing what the light is, so you can evolve. The one cannot evolve without the other. The seed has to be into the ground in order to sprout. There is no other way around. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. If you have a challenges, um, take a look inside of you. Do you really know yourself? Or are you kind of like escaping certain part of your own self, not to troubleshoot, not to see? All right. If you just need some help on it, if you need an astrology readings, message me on the Facebook. Find me over there. It's the same name, Dio Veselinov, and we can take a look at it, what your challenges might be. Margaret Spina. Happy Easter, the same to you too. My birthday is coming up quick and would love to give myself the strength to continue work on myself. Hey Casey, I know you friend me on the Facebook. I loved your comments before. The best gift you want to do to yourself is decide that you want to be 100% honest with yourself. See, there is a one dangerous thing when you come up 100% with you. You are not going to have a filter. Okay, that part of withholding things. Okay, it's gonna go away. But there is gonna be 100% in you that when you know that you can tell certain things to certain people, that is because they're not true to themselves. And if they're not true to themselves, whatever you're gonna do ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. A lot of people have a karmic problems because of this lack of truth. They hide things, then they hide it all their life, and then they get married, they have kids. Now that lying part is passing, okay, through the DNA to the kids. Then the kids begin to live the same life, and then the same repeats over and over. But when you continue and you stop this, then you breaking that karmic things. And my advice to you is that if you continue work on you, before you do that work on you, go ahead and be honest with yourself. Because if you're not honest to yourself, Casey, what's going to happen is you're going to do a work. But that work, for example, will be based on half a truth. So you put the time and the effort, and at the end, you find out that you only did half of the work. It's better than nothing. But if you decide to be honest to yourself, you're going to be able, maybe doing slow, but that can put you on a fast pace to do the right things with you. And it's a great, keep working on you. I really like the comments that you posted before, and keep working on you. Oh, you're welcome, Casey. All right, guys. Well, this was going to be the astrology report. Don't want to make it like a live session thing, but I will do some more lives. And the reason I'm going to do more lives is because it takes 45 minutes to upload the video. So that's going to be live. And as soon as I'm working on it and I'm doing it, then they're just going to be posted right away. Also, I'm going to have some chance to talk to you guys. I know you guys can have some questions and have some things for me. So guys, thank you so much. I will see you like in a half an hour. I'm going to do a live video. Okay? Be love.